Welcome back, everyone. Today I bring you a game with a different division once again. This time playing 5e, the French tank division. If I seem a bit slow, I'm sorry, but I have eaten like half a kilogram of ice cream. It was very nice, but now I am very full. But I still wanted to present you this game because I thought it was pretty cool. You see, I'm going up against 35Y, the Soviet airborne division, meaning he has a lot of forward deploy, and you can also see I am on the bad side of the map. So the problem is, I can't remember whether I already made a video on this new map or not. I think I didn't. So the problem is, as you can see, this sector is kind of contestable for both players because he has like the tree line there and can hide behind the building and here, and can use these buildings also in forest lines for his units. And well, I obviously can do that too. And then on this side, he has a forest here, buildings, and I have like one building here, and then open ground and these small tree lines. Though I have learned that you can hide a small command jeep in them, and because recon in this game is unbelievably stupid, you can't see anything. So you can hide it in one of those tree lines, but I mean, as soon as your enemy moves up a reconnaissance squad through the tree line and knows that you can hide them in these little ones here, you're just done for because you have nothing to hold it. You have this forest line, those buildings here for a bit of support, to be fair, but that's not really something to give you a foothold in the zone itself, while your enemy has a foothold in the zone itself. So, sorry, this was my phone, by the way. Don't worry. It is pretty dumb, and especially considering, airborne forward deploy and everything like that. He's gonna be arrive on the map earlier than I do everywhere. So I was a bit concerned at what I should do. Though my plan from the beginning was to try to push through on one side, and because it's the throw, like you really only have one side to push through because there's just nothing here. Okay, I mean you can do that as I like to do it, to push through some reconnaissance vehicles to disrupt your enemy. But if you want to actually gain points, you always have to push this side because there's only zones here. And so, because that was the plan to begin with, I decided that, let's do that, because I'm for sure not going to be able to hold this here with anything, because he will have ATGMs out the ass and infantry that is decent. I mean, they don't have the best infantry compared to 11E or 82nd. Like 11E is an absolute pain in the ass to deal with right now, because for whatever reason they got even more and stronger infantry, even though they were in an okay spot before, like last patch. It's just that 82nd was so much better that everybody played 82nd, but 11E was good, and now it is too strong, honestly. But anyway, so the general problem of the airborne division still stands, though, that he will arrive in this sector earlier than I do. So I countered that with two AMX-10 RCs, Supertournament Blindée. Those are the better ones with the better gun, and I mean they also have, like, I think it's one more armor. I think the normal AMX-10 has 3 front armor, but that's not really important. The important part is the gun having 2 more penetration, in my opinion at least. And so I take them up vetted, so I get 2 of those. They're gonna rush down this road here and this road. This could have been maybe a little bit more aggressive, but I was a bit too afraid of units in this forest line here, which is fairly unlikely. But I mean, I don't know how experienced he is, because basically most people play basically any division right now to just bum rush one side at the start of the map with everything they have, and have a very limited deployment on the other side. At least that's what I see almost every game against good players, that is. And so, yeah, I am also getting used to that at this moment in time, because I myself, I always think, maybe they will do something different. No, they don't. They always bum rush you on one side. So going with the Dragon Para here, the GSR Recon Squad, fairly defensively. Another Dragon Para here. Also bought in a Mirage F1 because I also have 2 commandos in helicopters, which is also fairly decent counter to forward deploy units, having your own units in helicopters, though obviously the problem being that this is more expensive, right? Grenadier Voltigeurs, those are the normal ones without the Apilas, because the Apilas is 5 points more, so there's not that much, but I simply don't need the Apilas against 11E, and I also take the Apilas without the vet, so I get more of them. See the Mi-24K and gun run it with the Mirage F1. Almost killed it actually on the first gun run. That was surprising. And yeah, to finish off the deployment quickly, also an AMX 30 Command, Roland 3, and a Gazelle Cannon. Gazelle Cannon again, pretty useful against forward deploy units. Mirage F1 finishing off the Mi-24. We would like to have more of them, I guess, if you really want to go for concentrated push with the Gazelle Cannons. But here I just wanted to use it for a bit of support. Both Super Pumas get through, because he wasn't microing his Igla here in the scratch it, because otherwise he could have unloaded them earlier and maybe even killed one of them. And I mean, then once he was in the building, he targeted the Gazelle Cannon, so I guess it was good bait for the commandos to get through. Yeah, also went with the second command, sorry, I think I forgot that, to capture this sector and this sector here. Going to commands in the beginning is a bit cocky, but I needed a point. Mirage F1, by the way, got shot down because I was circling for too long here and got shot by his... He got shot down by his Iglas. But otherwise, there's not much here in the sector, so I'm just driving through, moving up to the Dragon Paras into this building here to get some good sightlines over this ridge. Moving up the Grenadier Voltigeurs to get them into an ambush position. Commandos moved up into this small, I will call it the village, even though this is not a village, but you know what I mean. The VAP is moving through to just get some intel and maybe a snipe off some lone transports or whatever. He has now finally captured his sector here, but because I am in his back sector, will give me quite a lot of points. It is like only worth 2 points, but that's still quite a lot. Like, that will put me at a +4 once I have completely captured it, and I have completely captured it. This is very, very good against an airborne division early on. A +4 tick. It's pretty insane. So the Voltigeurs being engaged by infantry and the BMD. There was also more infantry in here, so that's why I retreated the Dragon Paras, because I didn't want to lose them. And I'm kind of just holding the line with the Grenadier Voltigeurs. I also wanted to kill off the Desantniki. 2 BMDs will be an issue, because I don't have anything to do against them, long range. He's bringing in a plane now, but I mean, I have a Roland 3 here. No air defense in the center right now, because I didn't see him use a lot of helicopters at this point. Like, he had one on the beginning, obviously. But other than that, there was nothing. SPG-9 here, unfortunately, gets a snipe on the VAP. That was a bit sad. Though it also dies to the Grenadier Voltigeurs, so that's fine. Bringing in 2 Gazelle Hot 2s to deal with the BMDs. But yeah, I only saw the Mi-24K in the beginning. Other than that, I haven't seen any aircraft, neither fixed wing nor rotary wing. So I decided to invest more into something to actually hold the front line. So that's why 2 chasseurs are coming in the AMX-10s. My AMX-10P is like, the biggest downside is that it doesn't have an ATGM. Please. But I mean, it still has an autocannon, which will be very useful against the infantry here that will have to move either through the open or will be in the forest line or buildings here where I can see it with the GSR Recon. Moved out the P4 out of the zone because I was afraid that he would just push through with his BMDs, which would have been very, very dangerous. Now an Mi-24K is coming in, and you see now the air threat is increasing. But I don't have more AA coming in right now. No, I have actually 1 more Roland 3 coming in. For the center, though. Here his MiG-27, I don't know. miss micro or he lost sight of whatever he was about to bomb. I'm moving up the AMX-30 here to support the commandos. And my 24k dies to roll in 3. That was very good. I had a recon squad here. Spots a vehicle in the open, but well, not much you can do against that. AMX-30 is still moving up to get some shots on the BMDs here. It was a bit dangerous because he had infantry moving into the town, but I have the commandos in place and they will shred those Desantniki. AMX-30 somehow missed. I'm pretty sure at least because it should have been a one-shot at this range. But the splash damage of pretty much all weapons right now, like in the sense of all weapons meaning like tank, guns and ATGMs, is too high. At least that's if I understood the wooden box correctly. So I'm pretty sure that's what happened, like it missed, but the splash damage still did, yeah, well, damage to the BMD. Now the MiG-27 is coming in to bomb where the command tank was, but obviously I moved it out. The Roland 3 gets the kill. Was up-vetted and now from the command, and now it even vetted up itself, so it now sits at 70% accuracy with the command nearby, which is very good. I moved it back into its original spot again because I only had now only have one commandos left here, and I was afraid of him just overwhelming me with too much infantry. Sniper of a supply vehicle. Here you can see I have brought in quite a lot of support. Or like, yeah, well, AMX-30B2 is quite a lot of support. But yeah, now I have faced the problem that I told you in the beginning that I would have been facing here as well, like in a wall of ATGMs. Luckily it targeted the AMX-10P, but now it targets the tank. So it gets one hit in, I smoke it off, the other one also gets hit once, but it's already almost at the tree line, so I just retreat them into the tree line. Chasseurs still move up further, which, I mean, that's not the best idea, because I don't have the support from the tanks anymore, because they need to repair, and I don't want to lose them. Though I will definitely need more supply, because this is not enough to fix up 2 tanks. He tried to bring in an AT gun here, but I wasn't able to snipe it in transport. He unloaded it, but because if you unload it, it like faces the direction it would face realistically if it would be behind a truck. So it had to turn around first to engage the AMX-10, and so I had enough time to kill it off before it was able to shoot at me. But the AMX-10 here just sitting in a tree line and plunking away at the enemies. And yeah, here the chasseurs just get wrecked by the Desantniki with the Metis and Scratchet. Conquest here trying to get a shot on the logistics, but doesn't hit. Was a little bit lucky. More infantry moving in. And the commandos here is getting very low. The grenadier voltigeurs here could have been moved into the city, but I was a bit hesitant because it's a long way through the open, and I was still afraid that he would try to move through here. Get the AMX-30 to support, because for whatever reason he moved the Spetsnaz OP into this building that's completely exposed to everything. And yeah, the chasseurs here just died. Nothing really much going on here, but to be fair, there is not much he can do. Conquest here gets the kill on the AMX-30B2, but that was actually good for me, because the Conquest wasted shots, so my VAPs were able to drive in close. And as you might know, ATGMs have a minimum firing range, like one of them dies from the meta squad here, but the other one gets through. So now I can just sit in front of him and he can't do anything against that and kill him with the 50 cal. So that was a bit unlucky for him. Well, unlucky, I mean, that is the danger of only having an ATGM squad sitting somewhere. If a vehicle gets through in close range, you're defenseless. And so I kill off the Conquerors and the Eagler. Now the infantry together with the AMX-30 and the VAP will move through here, because obviously his command has to be here. Matt is getting a shot on the AMX-30 and you see doing a lot of damage, because the AMX-30s have no armor at all. And he gets a second shot off and kills it. That was not well microed by me. Brought in a Mistral into this building here. Get a hit on the Mi-24 instantly. He brought in the Spetsnaz, which was a good idea, but the problem is that I had 2 more infantry squads and 2 vehicles, which again the Spetsnaz can't do anything against. Mi-24 dies. AMX-10 is in position again to get some kills on the road. The VAP T20 was moving up to engage the Mi-24, but I mean that's not needed anymore because it's dead. And thus the game ends. It was a cool, quick game, which was good because I also had ice cream. I got myself some ice cream before I started the game, and then I was like, fuck, if there's gonna be a long game, the ice cream is gonna melt away. I hope it's gonna be quick. And then I got a match against 35 Phi and thought that this is not good for a quick game. Well, if I lose, it's gonna be a quick game. But luckily, I was able to finish it quickly. You can see a pretty big point lead because he was never able to recapture his back sector. Kill difference is also fairly big. I mean, not that many kills because the game didn't last that long. And yeah, the AMX-10 here wrecking havoc. This one here sniping the Spetsnaz is very good, but after that it didn't do much. Because I mean, I was sure that he was gonna try an attack from the ridge as well. That's why I just kept it sitting there, but he didn't. Mirage getting the Mi-24 kill was also very important early on. And yeah, this one here getting a massive kill list with very important kills as well, like infantry in the transports, supply, the conquerors, AT gun, everything important kills. Yeah, commandos getting a few, but well, wasn't that impressive, honestly. Roland here also getting good kills. Not really sure about the MiG-27, honestly. I mean, you have LGBs in the deck, so I would rather take them. Maybe he had them too, I don't know, but taking this high altitude bomber and the LGB seems a bit of overkill. But yeah, didn't do much and just got shot down. Mistral getting the Mi-24 also, the very nice kill. And that was it. That was the game. You can see his kill list isn't that impressive. Like this Matches team here performed fairly well because I just wasn't able to dislodge it quickly enough. But other than that, yeah, didn't do much. Very unlucky by him to, or like unlucky / skill issue to not get commandos and super pumas. But hey, I mean, that happens. So it was a nice quick game, but I thought it was still interesting to show you a little bit of a different style of play because mostly my games are super long because that's kind of how I win. I grind out my enemies. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this little bit of a different match. Next week is going to be the start of the league, so I hope to get some good games. I don't know how quickly I will be able to get them up on the channel because I'm going to be visiting my girlfriend the week after. And so I can play there, but I don't have my setup for recording and everything else there. So it might be a bit longer, but anyway, hope to see you then once the videos come out, and hopefully, obviously, I will win Division 2. And I wish you a good day, evening, morning, whatever time it is you're watching the video, and see you on the next one. Bye bye.